Hey everybody, welcome to another FB Live training on Fire Your Inner Critic, Find Your Inner Badass, and finally build your business. I'm Cassandra Von Worsley with you here today. Welcome to a new week, a new episode of Fire Your Inner Critic training. In this private community on Facebook, what we do is we do the inner leadership work, the inner mastery work, the mindset mastery work of figuring out how we can do exactly what this group is called, which is fire your inner critic, find your inner badass, and finally build your business. Now, this community is for the aspiring entrepreneur who has been wanting to start a business, thinking about starting a business, longing to start a business, but fear keeps getting in your way. This is also for the entrepreneur who is established in business. So you've started the business, you feel good about the business, but the business isn't growing in the way that you really want it to. This is also a community for entrepreneurs who feel good about where they are in business, but they would love to take it to the next level, and they can't seem to figure out what is keeping them from doing that. So I want to talk today about quitter energy. And quitter energy is something that we don't talk about a lot. We talk about quitting. We talk about people who quit. You know, you've heard the saying that says, quitters never win and winners never quit. So that saying is out there, but I'm going to do a big but because this is what we're talking about today's training. There is such thing as quitter energy, and you could be a winner who at this moment is dealing with quitter energy. You could be a starter in your business who at this moment is dealing with quitter energy. So this is something that I don't think we talk about a lot because we usually try to put people in one of two camps. Either you're a winner or you're a quitter. Either you're somebody who always quits when things get tough and therefore you never win, or you're somebody who wins and never quits. Not that simple, especially in business. Oftentimes in business, your quitter energy will show up, which is also a tool of your inner critic, and you won't even know that you've got quitter energy in your space. And so we're going to talk about today, are you bringing quitter energy to the building of your business? And I'm going to give you 5 signs that are going to help you pinpoint the fact that yes, in fact, as much as you're being busy in your business, as much as you think you're being productive in your business, there is some element of quitter energy. And here's the thing that I want you to know about quitter energy. We all, at one time or another in our business, we deal with quitter energy. We all do. We all have moments where quitter energy quietly comes into the mix. And then our inner critic quietly starts convincing us to believe in self-doubt. And then our self-doubt loudly tells us that we can't do the next thing afraid. And then we stop taking action, or we take less action than we know we're capable of. And then the next thing you know, we quit. We quit quietly. We quit silently. You know, most people look at quitting as if it is a big statement that people make in their businesses. Oftentimes, quitting happens slowly and subtly and painfully without us even realizing the pain until it's too late. So I'm going to give you 5 signs today that you are bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. And these are also signs, if you're not bringing quitter energy to the building of your business, you should write these signs down so that whenever you hit the point, and guaranteed you will hit the point where quitter energy shows up, especially when you have bigger obstacles, you're taking your business to the next level, quitter energy is going to show up. It's good to have these 5 signs written somewhere so you know when, you can start to feel when quitter energy is showing up. So let me give you the 5 signs that you might be bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. Sign number 1, biggest sign, and it happens to everybody. So no blame, shame, or guilt if you're experiencing it. Sign number 1 that you're bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. Number 1, you want the dream, but deep down, you don't believe you can do it. That is a big sign, if not the biggest sign of quitter energy getting involved in the building of your business. You want the dream. You desire the business. You know that when you close your eyes and you think about it, it is amazing. But deep down, even though you don't tell anybody else, even though you don't say anything to anybody else, deep down, there is a big part of you that goes, but I can't do this. But I can't do this. This is a self-belief thing. So sign number 1 that quitter energy is somewhere in you as you're building this business is that you want the dream, but deep down there is a big piece of you that doesn't believe you can actually do it. Sign number 2 that you're bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. And this one I learned in business school. It's called Adam's Equity Theory. It's a fancy title for what I'm about to say. But this is sign number 2. You give to your business based on what you believe you'll receive, or you ration out in proportion to the time you think it will take. Let me break this down really simple terms. Anytime you are building your business and you are giving to your business in proportion to what you think you're going to earn, in proportion to what you think you're going to be able to do in 6 months, in proportion to how much money you think you're going to make, or you ration out how much energy you put into your business, how much productivity you put into your business, how much effort, based on how long you think it's going to take to get you to the level you want to be. So some people go, well, since it's going to take me about 5 years to build this business on the side anyway, I'm just going to do 10 hours a week in my business. I'm just going to do, since it's going to take me 5 years anyway, I'm going to ration out how much I devote and give to my business. That is a sign that you're bringing quitter energy to the table. Why? Because if you're truly all in on your business, doesn't matter how long it takes, you're still giving everything every single day to your business, whether it's going to take you 6 months to make it, quote unquote, or 6 years to make it. So anytime you find yourself rationing out what you're giving to the business, or only giving so much because you're only expecting so little in terms of revenue or growth from the business, that is a sign that quitter energy is in your space as you're building. Sign number 3, big one. When the going gets tough, you give less, or you fall prey to shiny object syndrome. So whenever you hit an obstacle or roadblock in your business, if you find yourself reducing the all-in, if you find yourself not doing things to the standard of exceptional that you did at the beginning, if you find yourself kind of, like going through the motions, sending emails because you have to, but not really putting all of yourself into it, doing consults and calls with people, but kind of being there, but not really being there. Anytime you find yourself in terms of your standard of giving, your standard of service, going from 100% to 80 or 77 or even 87, when the going gets tough, when you're giving less, or when the going gets tough, you go, I'm just going to do this new business, shiny object syndrome. This is too hard. I don't want to do, I hear a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs try to start a business, and then 6 months in they go, I don't think this is my calling because the passion is gone, the motivation is gone, and then they go to the next business and the next business and the next business. If you're doing that, quitter energy is with you. Just know it, accept it, because once you're aware of it, then you can do something about it. So if the going gets tough and you start to either give less or you start to have shiny object syndrome all over the place, that is a third sign that you are bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. Fourth sign that you are bringing quitter energy to the building of your business. So this is an interesting one because we all love applaud. We love praise. It is human to crave validation, to want validation. The issue with sign number 4 is when it starts to look like, or it starts to experience that you need the cheering of other people for you to give your all in your business. So sign number 4 that you're bringing quitter energy to the table is when people are cheering you on, you work like crazy. When nobody is cheering you on, when the roar of the crowd dies down, you slack off in your business. So in other words, in the public eye, when people are watching you in business, you are all in. But privately, when everybody is not paying attention to you or giving you the attention you need or telling you how much they just admire what you do in your business, you begin to slack off. That is a sign that you're doing quitter energy. And it's so important to know that because there's nothing wrong with wanting people to cheer you on. There's nothing wrong with wanting people to notice that you're working your butt off in your business. But when you're action taking, when your DMA or daily massive action is dependent upon people cheering for you, that's when quitter energy is in the house. And that's when you got to get rid of it because your productivity in your business, right? Like it's not anybody else's business, it's your business. Your productivity cannot be based in any way, shape, or form on whether other people notice you doing it. It can't be. Because you won't make it in business if it is. So that's the 4th sign. 5th and final sign, and then I'm going to talk to you about what to do about if you've got quitter energy going on in your business. Fifth sign that you are bringing quitter energy to the building of your business when a goal isn't achieved in your business, whether it is a startup goal, a growth goal, a revenue goal. When you don't achieve a goal in your business, you lower or reduce the next goal. Now, lots of people are going to counter that. They're going to say, but I set all these goals and I never get them. Here's the thing about goals. The achievement of goals has nothing to do with what goal you set, how much, how little, how much money. It has to do with the perseverance and the stamina you build so that no matter how many times you fall, you get back up and you rise to the same level that you expected or higher. The moment you start to do this thing, and lots of people do it, where you go, okay, that goal was way too high for me. I'm going to set a much smaller goal because then maybe I'll attain it and then I'll have a small win. You know, I'm starting to believe less and less in small wins and more in the idea of growing into a big win. So even if you fail 50 times, if it took you 50 times to grow into the entrepreneur who on the 51st time hit that target, it was worth you failing at it 50 times to get there on the 51st. So sign number 5. If you find yourself constantly setting these goals and then the moment you don't get them, rather than looking at your strategy, rather than looking at, okay, what's not working here, rather than looking at who do I have to be in order to get to this big goal, you just lower the goal. You drastically reduce it. You make it a tiny goal and then you don't even achieve the tiny goal. That's a big sign of quitter energy. You lower the goal and then you don't even get the lowered one. That is a sign that you're bringing quitter energy to the table. Here's the thing to do about it. If you and here's the bottom line. We all have moments of quitter energy. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how strong you are in business. I don't care how much money you're making. Every next level of your business is going to require a next level version of you, which means there's going to be fear and there's going to be self-doubt and your inner critic's going to be raging and you're going to feel quitter energy show up. But here's the thing that you have to remember about getting rid of quitter energy. It's not about not having it. It's not about trying to pretend that you're going to do something to buffer yourself against quitter energy. It's about being aware of when it shows up and reminding yourself that the only way to eliminate quitter energy is to grow into the person who can achieve those goals, who can build this business, rather than shrinking into the person who can't. Like either way, when quitter energy shows up, you can do one of two things, and there is no middle ground on this. You can either grow into the person who can achieve those goals, achieve that dream, build that business, and thereby eliminate quitter energy, or you can shrink into the person who can't do that. And then you can make that quitter energy stronger. One of two things. You're either growing into the person who can, or you're shrinking into the person who can't. Can't do both at the same time. So that is how you know you're bringing quitter energy to the table. And what I want you to think about this week is do self-checks constantly. Like this is really about vigilance. How am I showing up for myself today in my business? What am I doing? Am I giving everything? Am I giving my all? Am I giving 100% or am I doing the 85% thing? Am I showing up? Ask yourself, like if I knew that in 6 months I would hit my revenue goal, exactly the revenue goal that I want, is this what I would be doing in my business today? Is this how much I would be giving in my business today? If the answer is no, the likelihood is you've got quitter energy going on. And there's nothing wrong with quitter energy going on once you're aware of it. The problem is when we have quitter energy going on as we're building a business, we think we're super busy and we're knocking our to-do list off and we're doing all of these things and then we're not producing results and wondering why. Why? Probably because you got quitter energy going on. And the only way to eliminate it is to be aware of it and then to consciously choose to be vigilant about making sure that every second of every day you are giving everything that you've got to the building of this business. That is the way to do it. All right, everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, join the Facebook community of entrepreneurs at facebook.com/groups/fire your inner critic. I will see you guys on tomorrow's training.